Good morning, baby gamers.
This is Breaking the Lore,
A show where two girlfriends dig deep.
to find the weirdest and most obscure bits of trivia.
I'm Nissa's girlfriend, Sarah.
And I'm Sarah's girlfriend, Nissa.
So buckle up because tonight's episode is
Gotta go fast. It's Sonic.
The Hedgehog.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, not Sonic the Restaurant. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no. We don't have any. Does Sonic Drive-In have lore? There's those commercials with those two dudes, and they seem to have a weird relationship, and I want to get into that.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could analyze those commercials. I don't think we could do it for over an hour, but
Are
I
th-
think we could.
Do you think they're married?
Maybe. No, I think they mention a wife in one or two
I
commercials.
feel like they do, but I can't remember for sure.
I think it's one of those things where he's like, the wife doesn't let me have blizzards at home, so I have to drink them in the drive-through or something like that.
Blizzards? From Dairy Queen?
I don't know. I've never been to Sonic.
They have
I
Sonic
don't.
Blasts. They're the same thing as Blizzards, but they're called Sonic
Well,
Blasts.
I've neither been to Dairy Queen nor to Sonic, so forgive me for messing up the blasts and the blizzards.
That'll change, I promise.
Okay, take me to Sonic.
I'll
I
take
have a
you to
Sonic
Sonic.
nearby that I could go to.
I like Sonic. I think
They have that blue drink. Do they have like tater tots or something
they have
like
tater
that? I
tots,
feel
yeah.
but like ones that they advertise.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're doing too much about Sonic the Restaurant though.
Oh, fuck yeah, this was supposed to be a Sonic the Hedgehog episode.
Yeah, this isn't Sonic the Restaurant, the
Okay, well,
episode.
have you ever,
So I guess,
have you ever played a Sonic game?
well, no. I mean, okay. I've seen the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and I've watched a bunch of Sonic X.
That's enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
What about you?
I've played a handful of Sonic games. I own a lot of them, and I've only played a little of each. I think the only Sonic game I've, played start to finish is Sonic Mania, but I've played here and there a lot of other ones.
W-
Hmm?
Oh, I was just gonna say, actually, I have played a Sonic game. Well, I've played a level or two of a Sonic game.
Okay.
It was that one. It was on the Wii U, and it had the big beefy dude with horns as
Oh,
the
that
bad
one.
guy. He
Yeah.
was really forgettable.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know. I played maybe one or two chapters. I don't remember if it was chapters or levels, but I think I beat two of the bosses.
Well, that's good. Okay, so you've played. I haven't played any of that one. So
It
we've
wasn't
played.
good.
So
I don't think it prepared me for this episode or taught me any
no,
Sonic lore. I think I learned a lot more from Sonic X, but
I don't think either of us really qualify as Sonic the Hedgehog experts, but I feel like that's okay.
I know he runs fast and
He runs
he's a
so
funny,
fast.
funny little pointy man.
He rolls around at the speed of sound.
He sure does. He's
Yeah,
got some friends.
he's got places to go. Got to
A
follow my
little
rainbow.
helicopter fox man and a
Can't stick
boy with
around.
spikes on his
Have
fists.
to keep moving on.
I
Got
don't know this song, so I can't sing it with you.
okay.
It's not the Sonic X theme song, so I can't contribute to this conversation.
Okay, that's fine. Just trust me, and we can escape from the city.
Oh, it's City Escape. That's
Yeah,
not Smash
escape from the city. City
Bros.
escape. It isn't Smash Bros.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I've played the Sonic stages in Smash Bros.
Oh, hey, yeah. I've played a lot of
That
Smash
kind.
Bros.
Yeah, I read the descriptions of the Sonic trophies.
You know what? Spirits should have descriptions, I think.
Yeah, they really should. Kind of beating a dead horse on that one, but they really should.
Sakurai, call me. I'll write them for you.
Sakurai, I won't, because I don't know that much, but I'll read them.
Okay, so, well, my favorite bit of Sonic lore,
Oh, we're actually going to do the episode now?
I mean, we've, yeah, I think we've already wasted 5 minutes not talking about Sonic lore.
I mean, I guess if we have to. I kind of just thought we were gonna prove how little we know about Sonic by
No,
wasting the full hour.
Fine, you know what? I'll talk a little bit more about my experience with Sonic the Hedgehog, and that is, very first video game I remember playing was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Sega Genesis. I played it when I was a baby.
Aww.
There you go. That's my Sonic the Hedgehog experience.
Mine was Lego Star Wars on the PC.
Oh.
I was a tiny little PC gamer, and now I don't PC game at all.
Oh, baby.
I couldn't get past the first level because there was a really simple puzzle, but I was stupid.
I bet you could beat the first level now.
You know, I want to make a joke about still being stupid, but I've beaten Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga several times, so that kind of proves that I can beat it now.
I believe in you.
Thank you. I liked beating up TC-14 and making her have one leg and no arms.
A few years ago, oh gosh, must have been 5 or 6 years ago at this point, I found a Sega Game Gear lying around in my garage, which had...
Your garage?
My garage.
Your garage in Europe that you have?
My garage. It's... I found a Sega Game Gear that had a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on it. Just
laying on the floor?
It was in a box.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know where it came from. I don't know why I have it. I keep it in my room now in a drawer with other video game things, but I don't know where it came from or why I have it. I don't remember ever getting this, but I have it. It's mine now. That's my Sonic the Hedgehog experience. I bought the Humble
Wait. Oh, I was gonna say there was one more Sonic the Hedgehog experience that I think we should share.
Which is what?
After we watched the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, you told me you were gonna play the Werehog one.
Sonic Unleashed.
For me.
Yeah,
yes,
on the
Sonic
Nintendo
Unleashed.
Wii.
Sonic Werehog. And we then spent multiple nights saying we were gonna play it and not playing it. And then when we finally did play it, you couldn't get past the tutorial.
Why are you roasting me like this?
Because you couldn't get past... You had to just run through some rings and kill some enemies on a closed, straightaway track. And you couldn't do it.
I have officially lost all credibility to our audience now. You threw away my gamer cred. You bundled it up in a little ball and you threw it into the garbage. I don't have any gamer cred anymore. The garbage man came over and took it away. It's in the dump now. I don't have my gamer cred because you ruined it.
And you promised to show me Sonic Werehog, and to this day I've only seen the opening cutscene and half the tutorial. So...
Okay, you want to know? You want to know what the problem was? I think I know what the problem was. Is I had my my Wii U sensor bar was not in the right position because I tried to play Epic Mickey afterward and it was not picking up my movements at all until I moved the sensor bar. So that's why I couldn't do good at Sonic Unleashed, is because my sensor bar. I'm blaming the tools of the trade instead of my own skills like a true gamer.
Are you done with your heated gamer moment, babe?
Yes, I'm done with my heated gamer moment. I have gamer cred. Please don't send me hate. I have gamer cred.
I'm sending you hate right now.
No, I have gamer cred.
I think we've sufficiently fucked around and wasted time.
Wait, hold on. If we wait 30 more seconds, we can have a whole 10 minutes where we don't talk about Sonic lore.
Okay, what are we talking about for 30 seconds? Tanked?
I still haven't watched a single episode of Tanked in my life.
Me neither. AJ's encouraging us to do a Tanked episode, but...
You expect me to watch Tanked? How am I going to watch Tanked?
Anyway, this is our reminder. We are not sponsored by Tanked.
No.
If you want to watch Tanked, go for it. Tanked, if you're listening and want to sponsor us, go for it. We mention you every episode for no fucking reason.
Okay. I think we've sufficiently wasted our audience's time. So I want to talk about my favorite bit of Sonic lore, which is the Sonic Bible that they threw out immediately and never used as part of the game's lore.
I think I like half remember an Unraveled episode on this.
Yeah, there was an Unraveled episode on this, and it was the best one. But
You got big shoes to fill then, babe.
okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do this better than Unraveled, but like, I feel like if we're gonna talk about Sonic lore, we have to start at the beginning.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
So, Sonic the Hedgehog's name is actually Sonny Hedgehog.
Sonny.
He has 5 sisters.
Old Sonny boy.
Yeah, old Sonny. He's called Sonny because he was the only boy of 6 children. He has 5 sisters, so he was Sonny. He was the son.
That's how I name my kids.
He lived under a scraggly hedge beside a local burger joint, so he was like, a hedgehog.
Not even a nice hedge either.
It was a scraggly one.
Kind of shitty. Kind of like lower middle class hedge.
He subsists on burger scraps, milkshakes, and the occasional slug or bug that crawls their way.
I think the burger place was Sonic.
Oh, fuck. Sonic the Hedgehog lived near a Sonic drive-in.
I think that's how he got his name. It's the story Sega doesn't want to tell you.
No, because he was like, a little hedgehog wandering around the Sonic drive-in, and those 2 guys from the Sonic commercials were there, and they were like doing some shenanigans with their, chili cheese dogs, and he was like, oh fuck, that looks good, I want one. And they were like, look at this little hedgehog going around Sonic. We should call him Sonic the Hedgehog.
The beginning of a legend.
Yeah, that's what
Sonic
happened.
Origins. Wait, has there been a game called Sonic Origins? Because that sounds vaguely familiar.
No, I think you're thinking of Rayman Origins.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, Sega Sonic Origins featuring the Sonic commercial dudes. Like, send us royalties, guys.
Sonny Hedgehog's dad died when he was just a few days old.
Ooh, tough.
Oh, he died from falling into a gurgling, festering vat of toxic waste dumped in a nearby pond. That's
shitty town.
Oh, Sonny Hedgehog's dad was actually the fastest hedge runner this town had ever seen.
I mean, hedge running can't have that many people who do it. Since
I
gotta
guess.
be pretty small.
And Sonny saw a photo of his dad wink at him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
And his mom said, I'm sure that wherever he is in hedge heaven, your father is looking down on all of us and sends us his love.
It's really comforting to hear in these trying times.
Yeah. During the first summer of his life, Sonny grew handsome and clever. With thick,
good for him.
Bushy brown quills.
He's blue.
No, he's brown.
Okay.
Hedgehogs are brown.
I guess, in real life.
His favorite trick was to frequent the local bowling alley and curl up in the ball return, awaiting the grasp of an unsuspecting bowler.
That just sounds mean.
That's extremely mean. Sonny!
I think Sonic's just an asshole.
Sometimes he would curl up really tight and stay perfectly still as the bowler tossed him down the alley. At the last moment, right before he hit the head pin, Sonny would uncurl and scamper away, routing the bowler's perfect score.
Why? Why does he do this?
Because he's a little bastard.
His favorite activity is like what did bowlers didn't kill his dad, so like what did bowlers do to him to make him want to stab their hands and ruin their games for no reason?
He just really liked playing practical jokes on people.
On bowlers, apparently, only.
He would also drop in on the ladies of the local quilting circle to offer a convenient pin or needle from his ample portable supply.
So he's really nice to old ladies who knit.
Yeah.
It's just bowlers. He's got some weird vendetta against people who bowl. What if he saw one of his knitting ladies at the bowling alley? Do you think he'd still fuck with her?
Oh, no, absolutely not. He would, also give his quills to children playing in the park so they could write and draw in the sand. And this is how he learned to read and write.
It's fair. Makes sense. It's how I learned too.
The coach of the local track team one day, he stepped out of the burger joint and started walking toward his car. And then when he glanced toward the hedge, he could scarcely believe his eyes and wondered if he hadn't consumed one whopping beef glopper too many. A blue streak...
This burger joint sells
whopping beef
hallucinogenic
gloppers.
burgers?
Yeah, they're called whopping beef gloppers.
I don't think burgers that make you hallucinate are FDA approved.
A blue streak darted in and out of the long hedgerow, streaking from one end to the end. Yes?
I thought he was brown.
So did I.
They made a big deal earlier about him being brown instead of blue.
We gotta keep reading to find out. The coach drew out his stopwatch and tried to clock the object. Impossible, he muttered to himself. He's too fast to clock. This creature was the fastest runner he had ever seen.
Well, see, the cop from the Sonic movie, he solved that problem. Because he does clock Sonic's speed multiple times.
Yeah, but not with a stopwatch, with a professional speedometer.
Well, then maybe this random high school human track team coach should have brought the right tools to the burger joint.
So then Sonny Hedgehog gets on the local track team at the school.
The human track team.
Yes, the human track team.
Good for him.
And the coach began talking about Sonny as an Olympic hopeful. Hey, that happened! Sonic did go to the Olympic Games.
It's true.
With Mario.
He's been to multiple Olympic Games.
Yeah, no, he went to multiple.
Now, like, Mario is past his prime. He can't get into the Olympic Games anymore, but, like, Sonic's still going. Still going strong.
Sonny's mom demanded that he hibernate, though.
I thought animals just naturally did that. Do they not? Can they choose?
No, in real life, it's instincts, but this is a fictional story about a hedgehog who joins a school's track team. So I think he has enough kind of sentience to understand that he is supposed to hibernate but doesn't want to.
Listen, you were the one making a big deal earlier about real hedgehogs being brown. So I thought that real rules were applying here, kind of.
The real rules applying of hedgehogs that are too fast to clock their speed by normal means.
Sounds like every hedgehog I've ever met.
How many hedgehogs have you met?
None.
There you go. He tumbled out of a pipe. He was digging through a pipe, you see. Because he was sneaking out of his house because he didn't want to hibernate.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
So he aimed the linguist scrambler at him, and now Sonny can speak human language.
Well, had to happen.
Yeah.
Remember him talking to the youths in Sonic X, so I mean he had to be able to do that somehow.
Yeah. So this man is looking for emeralds.
The Chaos Emeralds?
No, just emeralds.
Oh, okay.
See, this man is Dr. Ovi Kintabor.
I wonder if he'll become important later.
See, Kintabor was a brilliant neurobiologist and former team leader of the government's controversial Nuvolution research. The goal of the research...
What?
Hold on, I'm going to tell you what that was. The goal of the research was to somehow reverse the effects of accumulated centuries of pollution and restore the Earth to its natural pristine state.
Oh, sounds like a nice man.
They worked on this for 15 years. Then, on the verge of a breakthrough concerning the structure and behavior of free radical subatomic particles, funding for the work was cut out. The scientists scattered, and many team members took lucrative positions in private industry.
Well, I'm glad they went directly from that to that. Good for them, I guess.
Kintabor, however, sabotaged the government security system and moved the entire lab to a former radioactive dumping site in northern Nebraska.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
He was also going to rescue any, so it was a radioactive site, right? So he was going to rescue any poisoned or struggling animals that he managed to find in the course of his excavations.
Okay.
Dozens of bunnies, squirrels, ducks, and even baby piglets were among the regular group of guests residing in the lab.
Aw, that's kind of cute.
Aww. So he would take care of them until they were recovered enough to return to the wild. Sunny was going to stay there too.
Aw, I don't get why he has to, because he's not struggling, but good for him.
And then Kintabor decides to make Sunny his assistant.
It's fair. He seems very qualified for that line of work with his work experience and education.
Although Sunny had never known his father, Kintabor reminded him of the kind face in the photograph.
Oh, I hope nothing bad happens to this father-son relationship.
Sunny learned about physics.
Okay.
And he was replacing dreams of Olympic glory with a dedication to science.
The old jock to nerd.
No, because it says the very next line is, still, he knew he'd never be a nerd like Dr. K.
Keep telling yourself that, Sonic, but you gave up all your jock dreams, like...
Slowly, Sunny built his speed to 200, then 400, then 761 miles per hour, the speed of sound.
Fast.
Then impossibly, he crossed all known limits of acceleration and began running at the speed of light. Although he managed to gain control of the machine and bring his friend's velocity down, a change had come over Sunny. Instead of his unexceptional grayish-brown color, most of his body had turned cobalt blue, and his quills stood straight back in a stiff mohawk.
But he was already a blurry blue thing when the track coach saw him.
No. Blue is the color of speed.
Then why is the Flash red?
The Flash isn't real.
Neither is Sonic.
You take that back.
I will not.
Okay. 186,000 miles per second. You're so fast, we should call you Sonic. Supersonic, even. How do you like that?
I don't. I think that our theory for how he got the name was much better.
So these emeralds, right, that they're looking for?
The Chaos Emeralds?
No. The emeralds. They contain a microlytic copy of all of the inert energy of every gross and disgusting impulse or deed done by humans since the beginning of time.
That's weird and horrible. So, like, those, like, Xenoblade 2 blades that are, like, really hornily designed children, those are contained in the emeralds?
Yeah. Because that's a gross and disgusting impulse.
It is. And, like, I don't know. I'm blanking on another gross, disgusting impulse.
If the emeralds are disturbed, in theory, they will double the amount of evil in the world. But stabilized, they will rid the world of evil and pollution.
Well, then you just gotta keep them stable, I guess. Make sure they're in regular therapy, have coping skills, all that. Are you sure these aren't the Chaos Emeralds? Like, really sure?
No, they're just emeralds made from the chaotic energy of the world.
Guys, I'm pretty sure these are the Chaos Emeralds.
Okay, so the machine that made the emeralds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Kintabor lost his balance and spilled the emeralds onto the floor, and the machine turned on and cast a weird, sickly beam on the light, first on Kintabor, then on the emeralds, then on the half-eaten egg on the countertop.
Yeah?
Then everything stopped. There was no explosion, no shattered bits of glass or twisted metal, just silence. Sonic struggled to open the door, and there lay Kintabor sprawled across the floor of the lab. But now he looked different, hideous, quite round, with no muscle tone. His lab coat now stretched tight across his enormous girth. His arms were spread wide, distended by the buckets of flesh encumbering his frame. But the most alarming transformation was not in his physical person. It was in a small, significant detail that Sonic had now mostly taken for granted. The name on Kintabor's lapel pin was different.
The explosion changed the letters on his name tag?
Sonic stared at it in shock. Dr. Ivo Robotnik was his dear friend's new name.
So, like, I get the explosion of the Chaos Emeralds changing what his body looks like. Like that's like
Uh-huh.
typical like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like monster movie type.
Yeah.
Get exposed to something and it changes your biology.
Mhm.
It changed his name tag?
It changed his name.
Assigned Ivor Robotnik at Chaos Emerald Explosion, I guess.
So Kintibor absorbed all the evil of the Chaos Emeralds, as well as the disgusting shape of the hard-boiled egg.
Tough break.
So he wakes up and he's like, "What are you gawking at, you ugly thing? Stand still so I can rip your quills out and turn you into an armadillo bot!"
An armad. What?
Yeah.
Okay. This man's never seen a hedgehog, but, like, it's fine.
Sonic jumped back and rushed out of the room to the main lab. Scampering at the speed of light, he had just enough time to grab a PC and race toward his friend's quarters. But by
I
remote
wouldn't call the
control...
speed of light a scamper. I think scamper's the wrong verb.
Robotnik had already sealed the door to the animal habitat. Sonic bolted out the back door to the lab, then remembered the machine. He ran back to grab as many golden rings as he could, then Sonic scampered away at the speed of light, Robotnik's curses echoing behind him.
I don't think he's going to hear anything Robotnik's saying if he's scampering at the speed of light, but okay.
Okay, so that was the Sonic Bible. All of that is canon. That's the Sonic's real life backstory.
I don't think any of that's canon.
No?
I mean, I'm pretty sure when I watched Sonic X, none of that was mentioned, or even hinted at, or even implied. And I know when I watched the Sonic movie, none of that happened. Because Jim Carrey was not a kindly mustachioed man. He was a very Waluigi-esque, rude mustachioed man.
Yeah, he was... You see, if they were going to have a skinny Eggman, they could have made him Kintibor.
I mean, he's starting to become Eggman by, like, the mushroom scene. He's got that, like,
yeah.
wild mustache.
Yeah,
he looks like he's mysteriously putting on some weight, even though he's in a land full of mushrooms and nothing else.
He's eating mushrooms. A lot of mushrooms.
I guess. Do mushrooms make you rapidly gain weight?
No, but, like, he's just eating a lot of mushrooms and not getting a lot of exercise. He doesn't have anything else to do, just eat mushrooms all day.
That's fair. I would stress eat mushrooms if I was there, too.
Well, yeah, they could have made him Kintibor, but they didn't.
I mean, I feel like that'd just be confusing for general audiences. If he was Kintobor, then he was Robotnik, then he was Eggman.
No, like he's Kintibor, right? And then he absorbs the energy of the Chaos Emeralds and the hard-boiled egg, and that's how he becomes the Eggman.
But the Chaos Emeralds weren't even in the movie.
And that's a big problem.
Well, they gotta save something for next time.
They do, okay. Like, I want Sonic the movie 2. Like, I do.
Yeah. I want Sonic the movie 3. Maybe then they can introduce Rouge.
Sonic the movie and Knuckles. Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
So, I guess speaking of early Sonic things that are definitely not actually canon anymore. When I was looking around while you were talking about that, I found this character, Madonna, and I don't know what stage in the Sonic development she came along in, because she wasn't mentioned at all in yours. But she was going to be the adult human love interest for Sonic. Her design is this lady. She looks kind of like Donkey Kong Arcade Pauline. She has like a red dress and a like heart-shaped neckline with boobs and like short blonde hair. And I guess she was supposed to be in love with this little blue hedgehog man, and they were supposed to date.
Yeah, she was designed as a male fantasy who would chase Sonic around.
Yeah, apparently. There's conflicting theories on why she was cut. I guess she was apparently, according to Sega of America, she was removed from the final release to soften Sonic for children and foreign countries because they thought it was too Japanese-esque. But in 2011, another interview said that they were trying to avoid the cliche that Princess Peach started and try to make themselves different from Super Mario Bros. So, which one's true? Who really knows? I sure don't.
It could be two things.
It can be two things. Um, Looking deeper, I guess she's actually appeared semi-canonically. I don't know. Do you consider the Archie Sonic comics canon or
I do.
non-canon? She's appeared in those where she's a gun agent, GUN. She works for Clip. I hate this, but it's fine. Um, oh, she's kind of hot in the comics.
She's really hot in the comics.
Yeah, she's got that like short blonde hair with the over the eye bangs, and it's kind of hot combat attire. She's got kind of like Samusy vibes.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of cute. I like her. Definitely a better design than her original.
Oh, for sure.
No mention is given to her being in love with Sonic in the comics. I don't think that transferred over unless I'm wrong. But
no, I can't see anything about her relationship with Sonic.
yeah, it seems like she has no romantic interest in the little hedgehog man. But
I mean, she only had one appearance, so
probably better that way.
Oh, for sure, it's a lot better that way.
Wait, what is this?
Hmm?
Oh, what is this?
Tell me.
I was looking at her page, and it mentioned a sound test. Which involved something known as the Sonic the Hedgehog Band.
Yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog Band.
Apparently, Sonic was supposed to be part of a band where he was the lead singer. Someone named Max the Monkey was on bass guitar. Mock the Rabbit on drums. Sharps the Parakeet was lead guitar. And, Vector the Crocodile himself was on keyboard.
He was created way earlier than I thought he was.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Vector existed in the 1991 sound test. I think, is he the only one that, went on to be a real person?
Let me double check, but he's the only one I recognize. So Max the Monkey appeared in Archie comics.
I was just about to say, it looks like they've all appeared in Archie comics, but they were in a different band led by comics character Mina Mongoose.
Mina Mongoose.
She's like this kind of like goth rock star girl.
Mina Mongoose
so I guess
was dubbed Song Goose for her singing talents.
It's good to have a nickname.
Her dad is dead. Arthur Mongoose. Oh, rip Arthur Mongoose.
Arthur Mongoose.
He lived during the time of the Great War.
The Great War?
The Great War.
What's the Great War?
The war between his people and the Overlanders. The slightly mutated descendants of humans on Mobius.
That's fair, I guess. But yeah, I guess she took over Sonic's band, or I guess she gets the canon version of Sonic's band.
Wait, Kintabor's canon.
What do you mean Kintabor is canon?
In the Archie comics, I think.
Okay.
Kintabor was Robotnik's ancestor, who was born on June 6th, 2006. He's out there right now. He's 14. No, he's 13. He's not 14 yet. He's 13. Let's go find him.
Oh, he looks horrible. I don't want to go find him. Why does he style his hair like this? Oh, that's artwork of Sonic, but he's brown. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't. Oh, Kintabor looks horrible. For those of you at home, I'm sure we'll include him in either my promotional tweets for this episode or the YouTube thumbnail or both. But he's got the mustache, but his hair is also like the same style as the mustache. So picture as you're watching this episode, Dr. Eggman and Dr. Eggman's mustache. But instead of being bald, he also has hair that is that mustache. It's a very vivid image, I hope I've conjured for you guys at home.
It's really good. Right, so anyway, I want to talk about so Sonic the Hedgehog, his original name was Mr. Needlemouse.
Mr. Needlemouse.
Yeah, and his so here's how they designed him. It's really interesting stuff. So Sonic's color was based on the Sega logo. His shoe buckles were based on Michael Jackson. His shoe color was based on Santa Claus. And his personality was inspired by future President Bill Clinton's get it done attitude.
Yeah?
Sonic the Hedgehog is based on Bill Clinton.
Can someone in the viewing audience edit Sonic saying, "I did not have sex with that woman"? It can be that, like, alone on a Friday night, God, your pathetic image, but, like, the only text is, "I did not have sex with that woman."
The original concepts also gave Sonic fangs. So there was an interview that asked, when Sonic and his friends sit down to eat after a long, hard day of chasing Dr. Eggman, what do they like to eat? And the answer was, they probably eat McDonald's hamburgers, I suppose. And I think they will get a complete lineup of Happy Meal premiums. Sonic the Hedgehog canonically eats McDonald's.
It's a real missed opportunity for him to eat Sonic. I mean, we've been talking about this since the very beginning of the episode, but...
He likes McDonald's hamburgers.
Okay, I support him. Like, I think Wendy's and Burger King are better, but I support him. That's ridiculous.
He also hates the word slow.
It's fair. I mean, he seems to, like, in Smash Bros. Use it as, like, his prime insult. It's like, you're too slow.
His skills include hand-to-hand combat, indomitable will, breakdancing skills, marksmanship, swordsmanship, vehicle intuition.
He's a pretty skilled dude. He can shoot, use a sword, run really fast, drive a car,
breakdance.
Branching back to, while you were talking about that, I was looking into Dr. Robotnik's extended family because
Tell me.
We were talking about him. And so I found another of Dr. Robotnik's ancestors, Professor Gerald Robotnik.
Yeah.
Again, the family resemblance is very strong. I want you guys to picture Dr. Eggman, but like he's dressed like an actual licensed medical doctor, and his mustache is white. That's the only difference. He's got a white mustache. But what I thought would be kind of interesting on this page is so he dies. He's executed by firing squad. Sonic the Hedgehog character Gerald Robotnik dies by firing squad because of his many war crimes. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it.
No, like, he created Shadow the Hedgehog. Like, he deserved it, but, like...
but to be fair, it was all because they killed his daughter, Maria.
Oh, Maria Robotnik does not have any family resemblance.
Oh no, she doesn't. She looks nothing like her family members. She's just this cute blonde lady wearing two different shades of blue, which is kind of annoying. Shadow was created to help cure her terminal illness?
Yeah.
How is that supposed to work?
He's the ultimate life form.
So another thing I found when I was looking through, I wanted to look up Longclaw because Longclaw just felt really out of place to me in the Sonic movie.
I agree. I was like, I don't know who this is. I feel like I should know,
Like,
but I don't.
no, yeah, like I didn't recognize her as a like actual Sonic character. And then even like design wise, you have like cartoony Sonic, cartoony Tails, those like I don't know, I guess they're just enchidas. They're Knuckles' weird
And
feral cousins. Um
Enchidas?
oh, echidnas. Like you've never pronounced anything wrong, babe.
Garage.
Yeah, garage, exactly. But so yeah, you've got like these cartoony Tails, Sonic, and the Echidnas, excuse me. And but then you've got this like Legend of the Guardians 2010 looking realistic owl lady. And yeah, she's just an original character. But she's apparently based on so there was a second Sonic Bible apparently. I don't have the text to this one, but it was called Stay Sonic. And it was a official or semi-official, I can't tell the legitimacy of it, but a guidebook to the world of Sonic the Hedgehog that was made directly after Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And it was based on the Sonic Bible. It was supposed to work well with the Sonic Bible. They were supposed to go together. And it involved an owl named Sophocles who apparently had like discovered Sonic when he first arrived in Green Hill Zone. Or like allegedly. Apparently it's not even confirmed in the story. It's just like he was maybe found by Sophocles. So
This line is really funny to me, even though it doesn't mean what I want it to mean. While this story had been almost entirely ignored by Sonic cartoons and comics released in North America, it went on to become the backbone of almost all United Kingdom fiction.
you know, the UK was really into the Sonic Bible and the Sonic Bible too. Like
Every fictional story written in the United Kingdom is based on Sonic the Hedgehog.
that's absolutely not what that means, but I support your interpretation.
You guys ever read Harry Potter? Heavily based on Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, Sophocles the Owl,
Oh,
Albus
fuck.
Dumbledore,
They're the same person.
the whole so Ivo Kintobor, or no, not Ivo Kintobor, Ovi Kintobor and Ivo Robotnik, they're like reversed, which is eerily similar to that whole Lord Voldemort, I am Tom Marvolo Riddle thing from Chamber of Secrets. So I don't want to say you're onto something, babe, but
I'm onto something.
you're onto something.
The Brits went wild for Sonic.
Specifically the Sonic Bible and the Sonic Bible 2 Stay Sonic. I was looking at, there was like a template at the bottom of the page that we were just on, Stay Sonic, Sonic and Other Media. And through that I discovered Sonic Generations of Skate, which is apparently a real world skateboarding event sponsored by Sega and Sonic Lost World.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had Tony Hawk participating in it.
Oh, good for him.
Um, so yeah, there was a Sonic skateboarding event. We got some pictures. There was like a Sonic mascot suit there, a half pipe with Sonic's logo on it. I don't know anything about skateboarding, but that's something that apparently happened.
Green Hill Zone was modeled after California.
It was?
Yeah. Sonic probably
I
lives in Los Angeles.
mean, Sonic's on lockdown right now, but Sonic has had so many weird games. I don't know. Right now, I'm like looking through things to like find things to talk about in this episode. And I mean, we were both looking through things to find things to talk about in this episode. And I was looking at some bosses, and like there's obviously Sonic and the Black Knight, there's the Werehog one, but now I found this one, he's like this like Thanatos Kid looking genie man. And he's, I guess, Sonic and the Secret Rings,
Oh, the
which
secret rings, yeah.
I didn't know that there was a like Sonic Aladdin type game, but there is. His name's Eraser Jin. And he's just this big purple Thanatos mashup. Um I found him because along with Infinite, the like weird metal dude from the new Sonic, the edgy one where you make an avatar.
Yeah.
Sonic Forces, who apparently one of his nicknames is the Masked Clown, which is kind of funny for this weird, intimidating murderer man. Um, but they are the two and only two bosses to both refer to Sonic as a rat and be sharply corrected by Sonic that he's a hedgehog. So, there's that. In Sonic Adventure 2 and its re-releases, Rouge's character model features breast physics. This is the most easily visible during the pause before her intro sequence for multiplayer in the Dreamcast version. The only other game to feature breast physics on Rouge is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020.
They finally brought him back.
They finally did. After all those years, Rouge's boobs finally bounce again.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh, I'm sure you have, babe. I know. I know you get really hot for Rouge.
I think you're the one who's really hot for Rouge.
I am not a furry.
Likely story.
I'm not. I like cat ears, but I don't think that makes me a furry. Although that's been a hotly debated topic. Remember there was like once a fight in our Discord server about it. Rouge also breaks the fourth wall in Sonic Heroes. If you use the first person camera to look at her, she'll like turn at the player and wink.
So in Donkey Kong Country 2,
Uh-huh.
Cranky Kong has his ranking of video game heroes. Mario is number 1, Yoshi is number 2, Link is number 3, and Sonic is in the no hopers category.
Oof. Real tough break for Sonic. Honestly, that's a real tough break for Link, too. Like, he can't beat Yoshi. Like Yoshi's done a lot, but like, okay, actually, is Cranky ranking it based on individual links, or is he like adding together everything that the links have done?
This was Donkey Kong Country 2. There were only like 3 Zelda games, maybe 4.
I'm willing to believe that Cranky Kong has a vast enough wealth of knowledge to know about all Zelda games, present and future. I mean, maybe that's why Sonic's a no-hoper. He looked into the future. He saw Sonic Werehog. He saw Black Knight. He saw Sonic 06. He saw when Sonic kissed a human in Sonic 06, and he was like, no hoper. Right there. Saw Sonic Forces. I think Cranky Kong can see everything. And I do mean everything. But that's for our Donkey Kong episode. So.
In a commercial for the original Sonic the Hedgehog game, Bernita Stokes, president of HAG, Humans Against Genesis, criticizes the game by saying, "Why can't he be more like that nice boy Mario?" while an animated Sonic is seen on the cover of the box mimicking her. Sonic then blows her a raspberry and runs out of the box and into the TV screen, which makes her angry, calling him a little brat.
That's a really weird choice for your commercial. And how did that even happen? They like called up this person who like notably hated the Genesis, and they were like, "Hey, you want to appear in a commercial for the Genesis?" And she was just like, "Yeah, I'll sacrifice my morals for the quick buck." Like,
I don't think Humans Against Genesis is a real thing. I think they made it up for the commercial.
I don't know. 1,000,000 moms exists. Like, I wouldn't put anything past people. It sounds like a Facebook group. I know this is before Facebook existed, but like, it sounds like a like suburban moms Facebook group.
So Mario is canonically 5'1", and Sonic is canonically 3'3". However, crossover artwork makes Sonic 2 or 3 inches taller than Mario.
Mario must have just like gotten hit by an enemy that day. Gotten a little extra manlet energy that day.
Okay, here we go. I found the crossover characters page. So we have Mario, Daisy, Mega Man, Peach, I from Super Monkey Ball, Bowser Jr. and Bowser, Donkey Kong, Luigi, Yoshi, Wario, Waluigi, Knights, and Xbox Live Avatar.
Xbox Live Avatar?
Yeah, Xbox Live Avatar, the beloved Sonic the Hedgehog character.
Yeah, one of my favorites. I always look for that one.
In the Sonic racing games for the Xbox, you can play as your Xbox Live Avatar. That's it.
So like the Mii Racer and Mario Kart, but like worse.
Yeah. Oh fuck! You can buy the Chaos Emeralds for $2.99.
Then why are we fighting over them so much? Is Rouge just like a really shitty thief? She wants these like $2.99 gems.
She's just broke. It's okay.
Oh, Rouge.
Oh, Santa Claus and Danica Patrick both have articles on the Sonic Wiki.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Well, Santa Claus appeared in the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog special Sonic Christmas Blast, where he was kidnapped by Dr. Robotnik.
You know what? That's fair. Seems like a very Dr. Robotnik-y plan. I could see Jim Carrey just kidnapping Santa Claus for the fuck of it.
Robotnik planned to steal Christmas and rule the world.
You know, I just realized, wait.
Yeah?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He's played the Grinch.
Yeah, he has.
So he's very prepared for the role of stealing Christmas. I'm not saying that the Sonic movie should have a stealing Christmas movie, but I think I know the plot of Sonic 4. I'm gonna write the movie company right now.
He was known as Robotnik Claus.
Robotnik Claus.
Robotnik held Santa captive in an ice cave in the North Pole, and Sonic rescued him, but it still seemed hopeless to save Christmas. But because of Sonic's speed, he was able to deliver all the presents in the world in a matter of minutes.
I'm glad that Sonic can do Santa's job quicker and more efficiently than he can. Early concept art Vector was supposed to dress like the Blues Brothers. Vector the crocodile on a mission from God.
Yeah, Danica Patrick was in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. The real life race car driver, Danica Patrick.
She was?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Wreck-It Ralph was also in it.
Why was Wreck-It Ralph in it?
Because he's a video game character.
Did they just not know who to put in this game? Sonic has a lot of characters. Which Sonic characters that are notable weren't in this game? I'm just curious.
Okay, I'm going to list... Okay, I think it'd be faster to list the Sonic characters that were in this game.
Okay, go for it.
Sonic, Tails, Eggman, Amy, Knuckles, Shadow, and Metal Sonic.
So Wreck-It fucking Ralph is in this game. But Rouge the Bat is not.
No. So they also have I from Super Monkey Ball, Beady Joe from Crazy Taxi,
No one even knows who that is.
Beat from Jet Set Radio, Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue,
What?
Ulala from Space Channel 5,
I've never heard of that.
Amigo from Samba de Amigo, Alex Kidd from Alex Kidd, Vice from Skies of Arcadia,
I've never heard of any of these things, Sega.
Gilius Thunderhead from Golden Axe,
This is ridiculous.
Joe Musashi from Shinobi, Knights from Knights, Riala from Knights, Gum from Jet Set Radio, Mimi from Super Monkey Ball, Pudding from Space Channel 5, the Dreamcast VMU, which can transform into a car, the Football Manager, Shogun from Total War Shogun,
This is horrible.
Danica Patrick, Wreck-It Ralph, the guys from Team Fortress 2.
What? What is
And-
this game called again?
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Why is Sonic in the title? Why is Sonic in the title? Because
It's a Sega crossover racing game that features a couple of third-party characters. Sonic is just their most iconic character, so they put him on the box to sell it.
but this is
That's
just
the same
Sega
as
cards.
that's the same as Nintendo, like making a new Mario Kart but putting a whole bunch of Nintendo characters in it that aren't from Mario.
No, but it would be like if they made a new Mario Kart, right?
Yeah.
And like they called it Mario Kart and others just to cover their bases, like the Sonic one did. And the cast was like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Toad, Bowser. And then Mike from Star Tropics was there. Like, like, why did they even call this Sonic Racing? If like, there's so many random Sonic Sega characters no one's ever heard of, and then Wreck-It fucking Ralph and Danica Patrick and the Team Fortress 2 guys.
There's one more. You didn't let me finish. It's really
I
important.
didn't. Oh boy.
Yogg's cast from the famous Minecraft commentary YouTube gamers.
Like a YouTuber?
Yeah.
There's a fucking YouTuber in this game? So you're telling me if I buy this game,
I own this game.
great, babe. I'm glad we own this game.
I
So-
bought a Sonic Humble Bumble that included it.
A humble bumble?
Yes, a Humble Bumble.
A humble bumble?
Yes, a Humble Bumble.
So you're telling me that when I play this game when we live together,
Mm-hmm.
I can play as a fucking YouTuber.
Yeah.
But I can't play as Rouge the Bat,
Yeah.
or Vector the Crocodile,
No.
or Cream.
No. You can play as Pyro, the Spy, and Heavy from Team Fortress, though.
I don't want to play as the Clone Wars Bad Batch. I didn't even like the Bad Batch arc that much.
Oh, it's okay though. You can actually earn like an achievement that has a picture of Rouge the Bat on it.
That just salt in the wound, isn't it? Whilst answering questions about sonic forces, Aaron Weber, I'm not sure offhand who he is, but it's probably not that important. He is the social media coordinator for Sega of America. Um, he stated that Big the cat was not in the game because he was on a fishing vacation with Froggy, and also said that had Big not been on vacation, Eggman would not have been able to take over the world. So, I mean, there you have it.
Big the Cat is canonically the most powerful Sonic character.
Big the cat canonically could have prevented the events of Sonic Forces, but Froggy really fucking wanted that fishing vacation.
Froggy deserved that fishing vacation.
I mean, I think Dr. Eggman knew. I think
he was waiting for this moment.
Well, you know that thing they used to warn you about, like your parents used to get really scared about, where they were like, don't post about vacations on social media because every robber in town will come to your house. Like, that's what Dr. Eggman did. He was reading Big the Cat's Facebook. I don't know why we have so many Facebook jokes this episode, but he was reading Big the Cat's Facebook. He saw going fishing with Froggy, and he was like, shit, now's the time. World takeover, let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna read these two sentences back to back because that's how I read them.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Schoolhouse is an educational computer game that teaches young learners mathematics, reading, and spelling, released in 1996 by Sega Entertainment. The entire game plays in a similar fashion to id Software's Wolfenstein 3D.
It does?
Yes!
How does it play similar to Wolfenstein?
You play in a world that has no variation in height and is largely composed of right angles.
Okay.
You pick up nearby answers, ranging from bouncing letters and numbers to balloons with various pictures on them, and shoot them back at a blackboard to answer questions.
I think they just took Wolfenstein and reskinned it.
It's educational Wolfenstein.
Educational Wolfenstein.
It's the first 3D Sonic game to have a voice actor.
Okay, that's something. Voice acting is pretty common in Sonic games now, for better or worse.
In the credits for Mickey Mania for the Sega Mega Drive, Sonic and Tails are listed. There's a unicycle racing game for the Super Nintendo called Uniracers, and if you enter Sonic as your name, it won't let you, and it says that your name isn't cool enough.
I mean, I guess they really just hate Sonic restaurants. Got their order wrong one time and they were like, nope, never again.
Remember how we said that Sonic lives in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I remember tossing that out there.
So, there's a driving game featuring Harley Davidson motorcycles called Harley Davidson and LA Riders, and the objective is to ride checkpoints around Los Angeles under a time limit. And there's a mansion in Beverly Hills that you can drive past, and on the gate, Sonic is carved into a stone block. So I think we found his house.
How did that? Wow, Sonic's really moving up in the world. I remember in Sonic X, wasn't he like crashing in some kid's bedroom or something?
I mean, remember he was born under a hedge next to a burger joint in Nebraska where he ate burger scraps and grubs. So
he's come a long way.
The American dream. Now. If you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Sonic is evidence that the Great Gatsby was wrong. The American dream does still exist because any one person can go from burger scraps in the mediocre looking hedge to living in a mansion in LA. If you can run really fast, like fast enough to turn yourself blue, that fast. So I'm reading about more Sonic comics, and I guess they have crossovers with other Sega properties through something called Genesis portals. Um, Sonic and Mega Man team up because of Genesis portals. They go through one that sends them to the world of Street Fighter. So in this comic with the Genesis portals,
Yeah.
like I said, it was a crossover between Mega Man and Sonic Man. Or not Sonic Man. Well, that's where we're going with this because I discovered that apparently this leads to the other Metal Sonic, the one
Other
that no
Metal
one talks
Sonic.
about, called
Metal Sonic 2.
Sonic Man.
Sonic.
Picture Mega Man, but he looks like Sonic. Um he was made by I guess someone named Sigma. Um and was created with the help of Dr. Eggman and Dr. Wily working together. Um there's also like the like Chips the Fedora apostrophe lady, like Milady. Mega Man.
Eggman.
Like M apostrophe EGGA man. Um
Eggman.
Mega Man. This is literally just Mega Man, but his helmet's purple and has lightning bolts instead of being blue with no lightning bolts. That's the best that Sigma, Eggman, and Wily could do, creating an evil Mega Man to go with the evil Sonic. Um, couldn't do better than that.
Eggman.
Mega Man. Seems like a pretty wild arc, to be completely honest. I'm kind of tempted to look into the Sonic Archie comics outside this episode.
Me too. They seem weird and wild. There was a crossover Sonic Archie comic where
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch casts a spell which puts her in the comic.
Really?
Yeah.
I
And
used to watch the live action Sabrina the Teenage Witch when I was little.
me too. She takes Sonic and Knuckles back to her world, and Jughead is dressed like Robotnik because it's
Jughead's
Halloween,
there?
and Sonic and Knuckles beat up Jughead
Why do they? Oh, because he's dressed like Eggman.
because they think he's Robotnik. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And Sabrina, who I guess is friends with Jugman in this continuity, is just like, yeah,
Well,
go
yes.
for it.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch came from Archie comics.
But like Archie?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't know that?
well, no, because
Oh,
I don't remember any Archie characters appearing in the live action Sabrina show.
I don't think they did. It's
Well,
just that
that's the only.
Sabrina was an Archie character first. That's yeah.
Well, I
That's
knew she was, but I thought she had her own like thing going on.
Oh, she does. It's just the same world.
The same world?
Yeah.
So like the like realistic slice of life high school of Archie comics takes place in the same world as the magical hijinks of Sabrina the Teenage Witch with Talking Cat Salem.
Yes. Also, I'd like to thank all of our viewers for tuning in to our Archie Comics episode.
This is, you know what? This episode's been all over the place.
It's allowed to be whatever it wants at this point.
Sonic is kind of confusing. It's kind of hard to find good, funny stuff. We're just going for it at this point, and whatever we find on this wiki, we're going for. I guess in the Sonic Archie comics, you can use the Chaos Emeralds to rewrite reality like the Infinity Stones.
Uh huh.
Um, Actually, it seems like they're basically just the Infinity Stones in these comics. Like they read about them
Mm-hmm.
in Marvel Comics and were like, we could do that, but different. And I guess they create something called a Genesis wave, which rewrites reality to the user's benefit. And if you do it really well with all seven, you get the Super Genesis wave. So, um, although apparently they're not that great because we've got limitations. Um, with just one, you can only kind of tweak the timeline and bend the occasional rules. Like
Uh-huh.
you can't do any major stuff.
Uh-huh.
Um, you can't erase people from existence.
Hmm.
Kind of weird. You'd think bending reality to your whim would let you do that, but
Yeah.
oh, you can with the Super Genesis wave.
Well, that's good.
So
Okay.
things to aspire to, you know? Um, you also apparently can't completely erase old memories.
Hmm.
Everyone just gets deja vu. Um, interestingly, the Super Genesis wave also can't erase memories rather, but it can prevent you from ever recalling them again. So they're still there, but you can't ever get them. So there's really no point to them still being there. It just lacks the power to get rid of them for whatever fucking reason.
That would be OP.
I guess, apparently. So the Shattered World Crisis, Dr. Eggman gets the Super Genesis wave,
Oh no.
and Sonic tries to Supersonic to fix it,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't work, and it creates a big like energy explosion that lets a god called Dark Gaia come out and destroy the planet basically.
Oh no.
Which that sounds a lot like Werehog. That actually sounds a lot like Werehog.
Yeah.
To the point that I'm just checking into Dark Gaia really quick. Is Dark Gaia from Werehog? Oh my god, she is.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So like actually wasn't that even like kind of what happened in Werehog? Because he was
Yeah.
supersonic, and
Yeah.
then Eggman put him in a machine that like fired his energy at Earth, and Dark Gaia came out.
Uh-huh.
So I guess that's basically what happens in the Shattered World Crisis. It's Werehog, and this big event, which is kind of crazy. Um, though the world was broken, the full extent of what was ravaged is unknown. So, I mean, this is implying that things didn't really get better. Um, that's interesting. Um, oh, apparently King Acorn's West Side Island is fine. Didn't
Good.
even get hit.
Oh, I was worried
Um,
about that. Oh.
it was 29 issues long.
29 issues?
Yeah.
Holy. That's so many.
Well, apparently the Archie it was issue 256 to 287. So this is a very long running comic.
Yeah. So what I discovered, we all have a little bit of Sonic in us, in all of us.
Oh, okay, go on.
There's a protein secreted by humans called Sonic Hedgehog. It plays a key role in the development of animals.
In the development of what?
Animals.
I was about to say, but we're not animals, but we are
We are
animals. I kind of
animals.
just forgot about that for a second.
Um, and I discovered one more thing.
Uh-huh.
There's a big, mysterious snowboarding Sonic the Hedgehog statue just hidden out in the woods of Japan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
So apparently, it was originally owned by the Sega World theme park, which wasn't far away from where he is now. but the statue was purchased by a group of local farmers who live nearby and has been living in the woods for the last 10 to 15 years.
They just bought him and threw him in the woods.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he's on the side of the road. You can see him if you drive by. But it's kind of out there. It's just kind of out there in just like rural Japan, I think. There's not much out there. Except Sonic.
Guess we have to go to rural Japan to go see him.
Yeah.
Sally has a girlfriend?
Good.
Someone who wrote for the comics said, I would dare say that if you go through the book since the reboot, you could probably make the case for Sally and Nicole being in a romantic relationship. And after the series was canceled, he and the other writer confirmed that they had intended for the two to be written as a relationship.
Good.
So yeah, Sally has a girlfriend named Nicole. So good for her. I didn't know who Sally was like 2 minutes ago, but now I care a little more about her. So I'm looking at Silver the Hedgehog. And apparently he wasn't even originally a Sonic character.
What was he?
In an interview with Shun Nakamura, Silver was originally intended to be in a different game about having psychokinetic powers with a protagonist who had a realistic aesthetic. However, they ended up scrapping the title completely and used the programming of the psychokinetic character for Sonic 2006. So Silver's hair was his first design trait, and his boots were his last design trait.
Yeah? What does that mean?
When they were drawing his concept sketches, he had his hair from sketch 1, and his boots came in at the very end of his sketching. Silver's in Encyclopedia Horrifica?
Yeah?
Like the actual book, that's not about Sonic or anything. Encyclopedia Horrifica, which is like a book about vampires and monsters and ghosts. Silver the Hedgehog is used for ESP and psychic powers. It's a picture of him flipping a car with his telekinetic powers.
Yeah!
Yep. Also, sad news for people who were theorizing he's related to Shadow, I guess. Despite many fans having speculated that Silver is related to Shadow due to Sir Lancelot and Sir Galahad's relationship in Arthurian lore, I guess people were really cross-referencing Sonic and the Arthur legends, really putting a lot on this. Silver's not a descendant of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Aww.
Shadow doesn't fuck.
Okay, that doesn't mean Shadow doesn't fuck.
Shadow can't get it. I mean, it's pretty damning evidence that Shadow didn't fuck if he doesn't have a descendant.
It doesn't say he doesn't have a descendant. It means that Silver isn't his descendant.
But, look at Shadow the Hedgehog. Do you think he uses protection?
Just because we don't know his descendant doesn't mean he doesn't have one.
He's 50 plus?
Yeah.
Since when has Shadow been 50 plus?
Since 50 years after he was born. He was built by Gerald Robotnik.
I mean, that's fair. I kind of forgot about that.
He was a modern-day scientific Da Vinci.
I mean, I know he was built by Gerald Robotnik, but, no, I guess that makes sense. That's weird. Does he just not age? Is just Shadow, immortal?
I mean, he was designed by Project Shadow, which was a medical program for inventing immortality.
I don't know anything about Sonic games.
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog is the ultimate life form.
Sure doesn't look like it.
Okay, well, just roast him, why don't you?
I will. According to the game's canon, Shadow and everyone else requires at least one Chaos Emerald close by to use Chaos Control, or the technique is impossible. However, Shadow has appeared to use chaos control or chaos powers without any emeralds nearby. Fans have argued that it's implied that he can do this because he has memories of Maria.
That doesn't make sense.
Shadow can just be like, remember Maria? Chaos control.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna assume that that's not true because that's stupid. Does that mean that there are Chaos Emeralds on every single Super Smash Bros. Stage?
I mean, that's what I was about to get at. He also uses it in Smash Bros. Despite there often not being. I mean, Sonic, I guess, has the Chaos Emeralds in Smash Bros. Because
Yeah,
whenever
'cause
he
he goes
gets his
Super
Smash
Sonic.
Ball, he has the Chaos Emeralds visibly right next to him.
Yeah. I guess that means Sonic always has the Chaos Emeralds on him.
I mean, I
And
guess, but then if
that's
Sonic's not in the fight, then Shadow shouldn't be able to use Chaos Control.
Well, hold on. There's an audience in every Super Smash Bros. Fight.
I don't
Who are
believe
we to
Sonic
assume
watches
that?
them.
Who are we to assume that the audience is not every Smash Bros. Character that's not in the fight? Like,
I just feel like Sonic wouldn't do that. I feel
he.
like he'd be bored by that. I feel like he wouldn't care.
Oh no, he would be bored by it, but he's required to go contractually. He's obligated.
I don't think Smash Bros. Would do that.
You don't?
No. I mean, when we saw. Well, like, think about it this way, the Subspace Emissary. They're not doing it there. I mean, sure, Zelda and Peach are there, but everyone else is fucked off to wherever they want to be doing whatever they want.
I guess you're right. I guess the Chaos Emeralds. The Smash Ball is powered by the Chaos Emeralds.
I mean, yes, I would believe that.
Master Core was created by the Chaos Emeralds and harnesses their power.
I think he created the Chaos Emeralds.
Well, no, the Chaos Emeralds were created by Kintamor.
That's not canon. If you go on the Chaos Emeralds page, it says that's not real.
Where did it say the Chaos Emeralds came from then, huh? Tell me that.
It says we don't know.
Yeah,
It says
Sonic
that
didn't
it's
tell
specifically
anybody.
mysterious.
Sonny Hedgehog didn't tell anybody that Kintamor created the Chaos Emeralds because, like, he knew that then they would know that Robotnik was Kintamor.
Okay, babe.
Like, okay, Sonic the Hedgehog knows where the Chaos Emeralds came from, but doesn't tell anybody because it's too painful a memory.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to work through this, like, in, years of therapy.
I don't know if that's what you want to believe.
So, Yuji Naka was originally supposed to appear in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, but they forgot.
Who is Yuji Naka?
The lead programmer on the original Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was going to be in the movie, but they just forgot to film that.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you don't have a tight production schedule or something. I don't know. Seems like some major mismanagement, but
There was a scene in the film that was cut where Dr. Robotnik had a coffee maker named Mean Bean Machine.
he would do that. That would be something he would do.
There was a song that was going to be in the movie called "Gotta Go Fast," which was a remix of the Green Hill Zone theme and named after the theme song from Sonic X.
They should have just played the theme song from Sonic X.
They
I
should
don't know
have.
why that theme song never appeared. It's a classic tune.
There was a road sign in the opening of the movie called Mega Drive.
That's really dumb.
The owner of the apartment that they look at on the computer was Amy Rose.
I guess she does appear in the movie, kind of. She's a landlord. Amy Rose, Tom Nook adaptation.
I'm sorry, so the truck that was used in Transformers Age of Extinction for Galvatron was Robotnik's truck in the Sonic movie. Same truck.
Like the same prop?
Yeah. Robotnik drives Galvatron from Transformers.
I'm sure he would. He would love that. He's all about those funny robot boys. That's canon as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. I think that's as good a place as any to end it.
Well, I mean, since we were just talking about the Sonic movie, I've got one more thing, which is just some baseless Sonic movie speculation.
Lay it on me, baby.
So I was just flipping through the pages. Do you think Tickle, of all Sonic characters, could appear in a future Sonic movie?
I do.
Because, like, I wasn't even thinking of her. But, like, other than Sonic and Tails, the only other, like, Sonic... Well, and Eggman. The only other, like, Sonic characters we've seen was that, like, tribe of echidnas.
Uh-huh.
And they look a lot like how Tickle looks. So I almost feel like if they plan on bringing them back in a sequel, which seems like it would make sense since they're part of Sonic's traumatic backstory, Tickle could come into the story through them?
You're right.
I mean, I know this is about lore breaking and not speculating on future movies, but I don't know. I think Tickle has like a weirdly real shot of showing up in a future live action Sonic movie.
Like, you're right.
Because like the more I talk about it, the more it makes sense that like those echidnas will be antagonists in a future movie.
I mean, yeah, of course they would.
Because I mean, they're theoretically looking for Sonic right now.
Yeah.
That was why he had to run away to Mushroom Land in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, if it happens, you guys heard it here first.
Mm-hmm. We called it.
Tickle's gonna be in a live-action Sonic movie. That is my theory. As much as I'd love for the next one to be Rouge, and I'm sure people would want like Knuckles or something, I think Tickle. That's my theory. I think Tickle.
Yeah. I think it should be Tickle.
And I mean, I guess that's how we're end capping this one.
Yeah, that's as good a place as any to end it.
So I guess, yeah. Thanks for watching the episode. Thanks for sticking with us through a allegedly Sonic episode that kind of meanders all over the place and
mostly Sonic episode, a vaguely Sonic themed episode.
Sonic themed. I think it was less like Sonic lore and more just like weird Sonic in other media properties. But hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully it was like kind of what you guys were hoping for. Maybe we'll redo Sonic later down the line.
Yeah,
we'll
maybe.
We'll watch all of Sonic X and then play some Sonic games and come back to this in like 50, 60 episodes. But yeah, if you liked this episode, share it around, tell people about it. We're trying to gain an audience, so anything helps. And
check out the Dude Media Network that we're a part of. A lot of great stuff coming there. Nothing yet, just us. But there will be good stuff on there eventually.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a place where there's a bunch of different shows. Just like us, we're actually planning on having a D&D podcast there at one point. So check it out. It's run by Dylan the Dude Games. He's this great guy. He does a lot of streaming for Level Up for Charity. So check that out too if you like charity, which hopefully you do.
Hopefully you like charity. I like charity. Like
most people like charity. Charity's pretty good.
Charity is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out Dylan the Dude. Check out Dude Media where we exist. And yeah, the classic sort of like, comment, subscribe, follow our Twitters, our individual Twitters, and the Twitter for this show.
All that's down there in the description.
Yeah, engage with our tweets.
Yeah.
Comment. I would love to read comments of what you guys think of this episode. Engage with us, talk to us, join our Discord servers.
Comments about maybe Sonic lore we missed, or episodes you want to see in the future. Like it's all fun. All fun stuff.
We don't have a Patreon yet, but we're working on one.
Oh, we will.
So keep an eye on that in the future if you want to support us financially. Especially with everything going on right now.
Yeah, we don't have any money.
Support. We sure don't, because you work freelance events, and there's no events over 5 people anymore.
Nope.
So, yeah. Once again, I am asking for your financial support. But yeah, that's enough self-promoting at the end of this already very long episode. So, thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you. This has been Breaking the Lore.
This has been Nissa.
This has been Sawa Zawan.
Bye.
Bye.